I don't think that Jess Hilarious looks like a man. I do think that she has masculine energy. My point here with Jess, which was she made a blanket statement and stated that all like trans women and trans people need to be in a straitjacket or like we're crazy. Why would you say anything like that when you know that you have that they're trans people that support you and love you and with you? Because I definitely was one of them. I subtly said there are so many real women that get mistaken for being transgender women, and that's where a lot of anger comes from. I do hope they take a good look at how transphobia affects all women. I said that based off of the context of me watching Jess and me seeing that Jess has already experienced transphobia herself. Because she has experienced this, it does build up some type of people start feeling some type of way. Your anger is displaced. Y'all don't want to validate trans women's existence, and you don't want us to fall up under the umbrella of women. But unfortunately, sweetheart, we do. So let's do this. Let's just take out cis and trans, and let's put women. How about we just remove cis and trans and just say women?
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Anthony Simmons, and today's episode of Higher Heights is brought to you by none other than these fake manufactured women. Yes, fake manufactured women. I'm actually paying them a compliment before you get into my comments. I'm actually being respectful and trying to include women onto this term, but I've done this kind of episode plenty of times before, but I guarantee you I have not done it justice. I have not been as real and as forthcoming and as outright as I'm gonna be today. Cause on today, we finna get into talking about this transgender topic again, but I'm gonna be raw. And here's my disclaimer before I get into this. Here's a very specific disclaimer that I'm gonna put out here today. I am not a religious channel. And what I mean religious channel, I'm not one of these fake, holy, high-rolling people. I'm a very real person who believes in God, who believes his son Jesus Christ died for me and my sins, and I am very real who believes in having a real relationship with God. I'm not gonna fake it for y'all because I can't fake it for God. I'm not ashamed of my God before men, so he won't be ashamed of me before the Father. Now let me tell you that, with this being said, if you don't like what I say on this channel, I don't give a damn. You can subscribe or unsubscribe or whatever you want to do, but I got to keep it real. If you saw the title and you saw the thumbnail, then you know it's about to go down and it's about to get real here today. So with that being said, if you don't know what you're looking at, this is Higher Heights. I'm Anthony Simmons. This is the only channel that stands for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. If you're new to the channel, let me let you know what you could do to the channel. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell because you definitely don't want to miss when I'm dropping content like this. So just because you seen the title and the thumbnail, I don't want to assume that you automatically know where we at with this subject or what's actually I'm going to be discussing today. But so just in case you've been living under a rock or this isn't your particular cup of tea, let me bring you up to speed. Earlier this week or just a couple of days ago, comedian Jess Hilarious had an issue, took to the internet, going at a transgender female because the transgender female made comments about women or what they may call or deem cis women now, where, you know, the transgender community likes to call what is a biological woman, they like to deem them or term them cis women now. So the transgender man, woman, whatever you want to call yourself these days, transformer, you know what I'm saying? She wants to say that women do not own the rights to the period. They're not the gatekeepers to the period. And there's no such thing as a biological woman. There's no such thing as a natural woman. Okay, cool. You want to say that because you know that's what they like to come out and do. They like to attack people. They got an agenda. They want everybody to be looked at as a woman, period. Man, I'm tired of living in a mentally challenged world. Where is the world that I grew up in, where we called a spade, where we knew what side of the road that we stood on? But back to the facts. Jess Hilarious comes out and says, no, you are not a woman. Yes, we do have periods. Yes, women do have struggles. Yes, women have struggled and fought for plenty of things. And no, you will not infringe upon the right for me to know who I really am. So she's been getting backlash from all the transgender women. Of course, they're coming out of the woodworks trying to threaten canceling, trying to threaten taking away their support. Man, listen, let me tell y'all something. I'm really sick and tired of living in this mentally challenged world to where we as believers, we as what you might call normies or normal people have to have this ridiculous conversation with people who don't even love who they are. Yeah, I said it here on Higher Heights. These particular group of people do not even accept or love who they are. So they go in and they find all this terminology and they back it up with science and all of these things like that are worldly things, and they begin to try to confuse and twist and manipulate our minds into believing that we even need to indulge in the conversation of whether or not there's a such thing as a biological woman. They try to trick and confuse us into even having these conversations. Now, guess what? I used to be like everybody else. I try to get on there and give a disclaimer and say I don't hate anybody. I'm not against anybody. But guess what? I figured out over the transitioning or the changing of the guard or the way the culture is these days and the way the world is going. It doesn't matter how sweet, how innocent it is, how calm I am when I'm talking. It doesn't matter. If I oppose their viewpoint, they're going to label me transphobic. They're going to label me homophobic. They're going to label you anti-Semitic. If you have any views that are opposed to anybody in this woke culture, you are automatically labeled something. It doesn't matter if you're being violent. It doesn't matter if you're not being disrespectful. If you don't agree with them, then you must not be with them. That's how they feel. And guess what? I'm cool with that, because what you're not going to do is two things on Higher Heights platform and Higher Heights channel. What you're not going to do is infringe on my right to believe the way I want to believe. That's number one. You're not going to make me have to sit here and say that I believe something that I don't believe in, that I don't respect, that I don't honor, that I don't see as what God made it. You're not going to do that. I'll respect you all day. I won't slander you all day. I won't talk about you all day. I won't bash you all day. I won't beat you up. But what you're not gonna do is sit here and tell me I don't have the right to believe the things that my core system of value or belief. You're not gonna do that here on this channel. Another thing you're not gonna do is get me to be mentally challenged too. Because anytime you think I gotta sit here and engage in a conversation about a male who was born a male, who decides he don't want his penis no more, who decides he wants to play dress up and put on makeup and put hair in his head and nails, 9-inch nails on and big eyelashes on and call himself a woman, I'm not finna engage in that, sir. No, I'm not gonna engage, and I'm not gonna engage in the semantics of words and the pronoun game that y'all got out here now. I'm not finna do it. And I know you might get under the comments and say, oh man, you really transphobic. Oh, transphobia is real. Yeah, whatever you wanna call it. Whatever you want to call it, because y'all, along with these religious people, are attacking people that don't agree with y'all. No man has the right to tell another man what they can believe in. No man has the right to lord over. No man lords over me. You understand what I'm saying? No man should lord over you. God gave us free will. So guess what? I respect your right to wake up as a man and believe you can be a woman. I respect your right to wake up as a woman and believe you can be a man. I respect your right if you wake up and you a man and you say you want to sleep with another man. If you're a woman who wants to sleep with another woman, so be it. God gave us all free will. I can love and respect everybody. I do not have to agree with it. I do not have to be a fool and sit here and argue with you on what I know to be true. Because what I'm gonna tell y'all is, at the end of the day, everybody gotta live for theyself. Everybody gotta find the truth for theyself. Everybody gotta face that person in the mirror. And it makes it hard to face the person in the mirror when you don't even know what you're looking at. They got this thing about assignment now. If you were assigned male at birth, if you were assigned female at birth, nobody assigns you what you are. You come out with a penis, you a man. You come out with a vagina, you a woman. That's bottom line. That's just it. That's what it is. That's the truth. You know? But everybody in this world wants to not only do what they want to do, but they want to go out on the internet and have their agendas and seek validation. Because anytime we're having an argument like this T.S. Madison person wants to do on the video that I played beforehand, like he wants to say, because I'm gonna call you what you are. You're not gonna, like I told you, you're not gonna force me to call you a woman when I know, sir, you came out the womb as a man. So you could take that up with yourself. Don't take it up with me. I'm accepting who you were. who you came into the world as. You hear me? It ain't my fault that you didn't love being a man. You didn't love the assignment that God gave you. That ain't my fault. Don't get mad at me. Because what you're really doing is putting a big middle finger up to God. Everybody who's doing this stuff, who's living how they want to live, who's changing their gender, is saying a big middle finger to God. And they need validation from the world to agree with it. Because guess what? If you don't need validation, go somewhere, live your life, stay in your lane, and quit getting on the internet mad when other people say how they feel. Because not only is it enough that people saying, okay, live your life, be who you want to be, but you're mad if other people say, I don't agree with it, I don't believe in it, I don't respect it, it goes against what we believe. No, I will not put transgender women in the same conversation with real women, because that's your real agenda. Let's stop saying cis women. Let's stop calling them trans women. And let's just take the trans and the cis off and let's just say woman. No, that's what you want to do in the first place. Because y'all think I'm dumb and I'm ignorant and I don't know what I'm talking about. You want to categorize everybody as all women, because if we don't look at you as a woman, you don't get the whole benefit package of being a woman. And that ain't our fault. That ain't our job to give you those benefits. It ain't our job to validate you. You want us to agree with you so you can feel comfortable in what you're supposed to feel comfortable when you woke up this morning. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. You see, if we don't put y'all under the same umbrella as being a woman, you don't get the full benefits package of being a woman. You always gonna get that side eye when you walk in that woman's bathroom, you 40-year-old man who decided to be a woman today. You always gonna get the side eye. No, we ain't gonna never look at you like a real woman. And some of y'all got the nerve to try to twist and mangle words up and say that, oh, women, y'all calling women just birthing hoes and breastfeeders and stuff like that. Man, let me tell y'all something. God created a woman so wonderfully and beautifully. Man, I will not let y'all sit here and disrespect womanhood. My mama is a natural woman. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for your mama, you wouldn't be here being able to play dress up. And like they said, this is probably one of my last points I'm gonna make. Like they've been saying, you don't hear a lot about the women who transitioned to be men, making fuss in men's sports, trying to break records in men's sports, trying to bust down and break barriers through in the men's divisions. You hear about these burly, masculine, mustache, hairy leg, hairy chested creatures switching over to be women, trying to play women's sports and break records, trying to move in on the territory of being a natural woman and really erase and eradicate what it means to be a regular woman. So yeah, I'm riding with Jess Hilarious, because they've already done one thing, started to wipe out a big series of generation of elderly wisdom with that virus that they had going on a couple of years ago. See, I'm gonna tell y'all what the agenda is. When they had that big virus, the C word that went on a couple of years ago, they wiped away a lot of the older generation. A lot of the OGs, a lot of the wise wisdom, the people who was gonna tell you the truth. Now we got a lot of these young generation, young supposed woke people. And I'm all about exclusion. And inclusion, I mean. Because even when I talk to the religious folks who are divided within God, I am all about inclusivity. But my version of inclusivity is, I don't believe I can judge anybody. I'm not judging you. My whole point, if you didn't listen to the whole video, that's your fault. But if you listen to the whole video, by the way, if you haven't liked, subscribe, notification bell, all that good stuff, help support the channel, Higher Heights. This channel stands for the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And we about to start giving it to y'all real raw. All of this patty cake bakers, man, sugar patting it down. Nah, we can't do that. We got to give it to you real, because there's a war going on. It has nothing to do with this flesh. It's everything to do with the spirit. So when I'm telling y'all this is, you got these manufactured women who put themselves together and became a transformer, and now they want you to get in a conversation with them about whether or not they're real. You're not a real woman. I'm never gonna look at you as that. And there's a whole community of people who are not. And you can label us all you want to, because you remind me of 50 Cent when he attacked Ja Rule and said Ja Rule was doing all that singing. Yeah, he got 42,000 songs doing the same thing singing. Y'all, the same ridicule, the same disrespect y'all claim that y'all have faced, the same fight and struggle that y'all say y'all have faced to get to this point where people accept y'all, is the same thing y'all turn around and spit on people when y'all get ready to further y'all agenda. Y'all call them, y'all label them, y'all sit up there and target them, y'all sit up there and try to cancel them and all that good stuff. Thank God for this free world still that we still live in, where we got platforms to be able to say moderately what we want to say, because we all know that's coming to an end. But I'm tired of living in a mentally challenged world where we have to sit up here and have a conversation with mentally challenged people about something that they can't accept the truth about who they are. With that being said, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Women, get in the comments. Is it right for these transformer men, women, whatever they are, to be coming at y'all this way, to be attacking y'all gender, to be trying to stand in the same lane as y'all? Because you know that's what they trying to do. Men, you know that's what they trying to do, get y'all to accept them for women, and we gonna be living in an increasingly more perverted world where men is gonna be able to say, well, everything's a woman. No, it ain't no woman. Can't have no child naturally, you ain't no woman. Don't got a period naturally from God, you ain't no woman. And that's fact. Until next time, y'all be blessed.